It was an economic revolution. Ronald Reagan and Margaret Thatcher slashing taxes at the top and keeping government out of people's businesses. That was the 1980s, Thatcher's Britain and Reagan's America.
The power to tax is the power to destroy.
Lower taxation, which has brought far extra enterprise, has brought more jobs.
Their policies accelerated growth for the richest, but left the poorest behind. Are Donald Trump and Theresa May doing the same today?
My aim is not simply for the UK to have the lowest corporate tax rate in the G20.
We are going to cut taxes and simplify the tax code.
Will their policies work to everyone's benefit, or is history repeating itself? It's called trickle-down economics. The less you tax the rich, the more money they'll spend, increasing jobs and wages, benefiting the poorest. The idea is that higher taxes discourage work and investments.
If you think about taxes, taxes are a negative incentive. People will do all they can to avoid paying taxes.
Individuals and businesses use money more efficiently than governments do. Money belongs to the people who earn it, and those who produce it should have a right to keep it. And taxing corporations too high pushes them to escape the system. But is this just one side of the coin? Should the rich be paying more?
When you get more revenue, either by closing loopholes or by raising marginal rates, the rich should end up paying more as a matter of logic, as a matter of fairness.
According to Pew Research, most Americans believe that the wealthy don't pay their fair share. And since the 1980s, the share of income going to the wealthiest 1% has increased in the US, the UK, and Canada.
We have an economic system that's warped out of shape, which means that the 1% benefit, that it's designed to benefit the 1% rather than most people in the 99%.
While there's increased productivity in many Western countries, in the United States, wages have stagnated. Over the last 40 years, salaries for the 1% have gone up by 138%, while the poorest 90% saw wages grow just 15%. But as the rich earn more, there's evidence to suggest they aren't paying their fair share. The Tax Justice Network estimates that tax dodging amounts to global losses of around $500 billion a year. Trump's tax reform has been criticized for being a tax cut for corporate interests and the rich.
I think this is going back into the dark ages of Reaganomics.
Reaganomics has been tried in the past, and while there's disagreement on how much the rich should be taxed, are taxation rates today serving the interests of the many? Or are the richest securing their own interests, while the rest wait for the wealth to trickle down?